Namaskar, hello and a very warm welcome to CIET NCERT's special live phone-in interactive program. My name is Tanvi Khurana and here we are with our series of Journey of National ICT Awardee Teacher. And we have a very special guest today. He'll be talking about his entire journey. How did he begin and what were the difficulties in between, what made him like those ICT tools a lot, and what were the innovations that he did in his journey, and how was the feeling that he got while receiving the award. So there are so many questions and so many queries that I have regarding his journey. If you have any interest, if you want to ask any questions, give us a call on our number, which is 8800440559. If you have queries and you want to reach out through our email ID, that would be training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in. At this moment, you're watching us on eVidya channel number 6 to channel number 12 and also on our YouTube channel, that's NCERT Official. In the live chat box, you can write down your questions, your queries and share them with us. So there are multiple methods through which you can get in touch with us. My name is Tanvi Khurana and let me please introduce to you our guest for today, and he is Mr. Chakrapal Tiwari. Sir, a very warm welcome to you.
Very good evening.
Good evening, sir. Sir,
Warm regards to all the viewers who are watching this session,
Thank
which is purely of mine. This is Chakrapal Tiwari from Chhattisgarh and the district.
our viewers, and then we'll begin this discussion. Sir
Sure,
is the principal of Swami Atmanand Government Utkrisht Higher Senior Secondary School number 1, which is in Janjgir, Champa, Chhattisgarh. And like he said, this is his session and there's a lot to talk about. So we are going to begin this discussion very soon. But before that, I have an announcement to make, that is regarding India's G20 presidency. We are extremely proud of the fact that India assumed G20 presidency and would convene the G20 Leaders Summit for the first time in the country this year, that is 2023. A nation deeply committed to democracy and multilateralism, India's G20 presidency would be a watershed moment in her history, as it seeks to play an important role by finding global pragmatic solutions for the well-being of all, and in doing so, manifest its true spirit of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, or should I say, the world is one family. So with that, let's start and let me please ask Sir, how did you begin this journey? What is so special about this journey of yours that you want to share each and every detail with all our viewers? Sir.
Myself, Chakrapal Tiwari, born in Chhattisgarh. Initially it was MP and I went for my further education to Chandigarh. There I took a lot of education, remaining with my sister, and whatever education heights which I have received there, I tried to put up those efforts in the schools of Chhattisgarh. I came back from Chandigarh to Chhattisgarh in the year 2011. Since then, I was in the year 2000. Since then, I had dedicatedly put forth all my efforts in the field of education. I was posted as a lecturer, biology, in a remotely located rural school, approximately 28 kilometers away from my residing place. The school name is Government Higher Secondary School, Dharashiv, Rogda. It was a remote school and I had handled the school for 4 long years alone. Actually, it became a problematic for me to handle all the students from 9 to 12. So, for coming out of that situation, I implemented some digital platforms in my school. I took permission from the respective DO of my district to implant a digital lab or digital lab in our school so that my students can prepare well. I contacted Global Siksha, Bangalore, from where I got the study materials, and from those study materials I used to teach even those subjects which were not mine. And from 9 to 12 I had been a single teacher, but providing all the educational facilities which I could for them. I implemented several techniques. ICT was implemented by me as a job profile to handle students from 9 to 12 and for handling all the subjects for which they were given education of. I created a very nice teaching learning ambience and managed the school as an administrator as well, being the in charge principal and obviously being the single teacher and single person appointed in the school. I ran the school for 4 long years. In my UDI's data, you can check that for 4 long years, when I was alone, for last 3 years, not in the initial year, but for the next consecutive 3 years, my school results of class 10th and class 12th came out to be 100%. And for this I was given, eventually I reached Delhi, where I was given National ICT Award by Central Education Minister. Please move on. I enriched my library with several of the useful resources which were available in the net. And I inculcated and motivated my students to learn those things from the library. Even in their spare time or leisure time, the students used to move to library and used to remain engaged themselves in the educational activities. Imparting knowledge to them was a great motive of mine. I encouraged the students to prepare PowerPoint presentations and questionnaire sets revealing answers through Khan Academy. Enrichment of library materials, as I told, was done by me using various websites. Frequent use of open educational resources like eBasta, Fate, Colorado, Colorado.edu, Enroll, Arvind Gupta Toys, Shadow, testindia.edu, GeoGebra, even YouTube and other illuminations were done by me. Easier access to the educational life of the students. I also facilitated them with their easier access to their Aadhaar numbers, IFSC code and digital locker also was told by me to the students to uplift their educational facilities. And I encouraged the students to form WhatsApp group class-wise and started sharing knowledge and clearing doubts through the group so framed. Initially, the dropouts in my schools were so many, but just after 1 year of my establishment, I found that many of my students are becoming keenly interested in my school education, and the way I am giving them knowledge became a worth to me. The absentees from the schools were lessened. Absentees to my schools were lessened. Please move on. Again move on, ma'am. Through ICT, I used various hardwares and softwares. ICT was used by me to transit, store, create, share and exchange a particular topic or topic of interest as related to the students with their curriculum. ICT was indeed a great worth for my school. Implementation of ICT brought me an overwhelming output. One of my students, he secured 94% and stood among the first top rankers in the state. Later on, I found that several of my students, they put forth a good result and it indeed gave a recognition to me in the society, in the field of education. The ICT was implemented by me through various community efforts as well. Please next. For ICT environment in my school, I needed so many hardware and software requirements. ICT was implemented by my schools through community efforts, as I told. The regional MP of my district, she provided, Mrs. Kamla Devi Patle, she provided my school 7 sets of computers when she came to know that I am a lone teacher handling the whole school. She also enabled me in getting permission to do purchase of LCD projector from the laboratory fund. She gave me a pursuing letter to seek permission from district education officer. After receiving that, I developed the laboratory, a digital lab in my school, through which I used to teach especially class 11th and 12th people's physics and chemistry, and indeed mathematics as well, because those were not my subjects. Reporting of attendance to parents via way to SMS was done by me, and that further enhanced my attendance in my school. Practical issues were fixed by me using virtual lab, and students were encouraged to prepare static and working models as well. Please move on. The softwares which I used in my system were Adobe Reader, Turning Point, Photoshop, Google Chrome, MS Office, VLC Media Player, Mail and Social Media, YouTube. Pragya Karkram was being run by, at that time, by Kanker District Academy, which was the most accepted model at that time. So that Pragya Karkram, which was specially a teaching module designed for students of class 11th and 12th, was also adapted by me for teaching my students. Please move on. The various open educational resources which I used in my school had been enlisted in this slide of mine. I used ncrt.nic.in, ePathshala, eBasta, khanacademy.org, fatecolorado.edu, nlvm.usu.edu, geogebra.org. YouTube also I implemented. I used to use certified programs of YouTube for encouraging students and motivating them to learn. rsc.org were also used by me. Illuminations.nctm.org was used by me. Shodor was used by me. And slideshare.net was used by me. Please move on. There are several scopes of ICT in education, and eventually it became the most strongest tool for me to uplift my village students, to encourage them to perform better in their educational ground. A person from village can also refer to the information and research every day. I encourage my students for research activities. Television broadcast is one of the best communication media to educate students, farmers, sportsmen. For them also I used several techniques so that they can learn through various telecast programs. The difficult experiments, advanced surgery for medical students, that also can be virtually shown and viewed to the students. LCD projectors as used by me were incorporated for effective training purpose for teachers as well. The district authorities, they further implemented this program in a broad scale and made me district master trainer of the subject. The manpower problem, which was the most severe problem faced by me in my school, was avoided by online examination as implemented by me in my school. Please move on. There was an everlasting impact of ICT in my school. It was on the curriculum, on the teaching learning process, for which I was the lone person responsible there. I was the only teacher to play a role in my school. So on all teachers' role, it gave a great impact. On educational management, it gave me a fruitful hand to do administrative activities as well. On assessment and evaluation as well, I was able to handle the things very easily. Please move on. After this, I was also made state master trainer of the subject, biology, because of teaching the subjects for very long years. I started my teaching journey actually as an assistant professor in Korba. But because of my good results, I was moved on to various other sectors in colleges. But later on I moved to school education. Since I was keen and persistent in performing good results for the students, I had drawn overwhelming smile on the faces of so many people. I was facilitated on times by my school staff and several other occasions which are successfully organized national wise, that also has been implemented by my school. This is a school where I was posted further in as lecturer. I was in charge of Akanksha program as run by district authorities for excellent students who used to score 85% and above. I had conducted exams for the same. In this slide of mine, you can see that I got a chance to meet with the Honorable CM of the state, Chhattisgarh. He himself took a selfie from my own phone when I met him in his program, which is a popular program in our state, in which CM used to meet the school students. We also provided him with a sketch made by our students of Mehtari, Chhattisgarh Mehtari, which is a popular recognized figure of Chhattisgarh. Please move on. I had been cultural in charges for several times. I had prepared students for performance in cultural activities also. Some of the dance programs which I trained students are as follows, which are being shown here. This is one of the occasions when we went to meet CM of our state. Please move on. Regular classroom and use of ICT in our campus resulted in an overwhelming result. In session 2016-17, whole syllabus of class 12 of physics, chemistry and occasionally English was taught to user students using Pragya program, as I told you. Open educational resources which I listed in the previous slides, they were used frequently by my students to clarify their doubts. Understanding level of the students got raised and their responses toward this subject was overwhelming, and they got attracted and paid keen interest toward the subject as well. Please move on. Next slide. This is the school where I am rightly placed in. Higher order thinking skills of the students developed and their examination results proved to be overwhelming. Answer sheets of topper students of previous years were shown by me virtually using digital methodologies, and then finally my students used to download them also download the answer sheets and blueprint as well for their better performance. I enabled my student by enhancing their techniques so that they can appraise their results. Next. This is one of the occasions wherein a national level, or you can say international level exhibition cum educational fair is done. This is of Didac India. Many of you people may be familiar with. I was a speaker as well here, and I spoke on educational grounds. I got Excellent Teacher Award in the year 2014, and just after Republic Day celebrations on 26 January 2014, I was given Excellent Teacher Award by Shri P. Yalbangal, respected collector, and Honorable MLA Srimati Kamala Devi Patle. Next. In Didac India, I got acquainted with so many knowledge programs. I got to know about so many resources which we can purchase from open market, which are available from foreign countries and which can be implemented in our schools as well. I was district master trainer for 6 long years, and later on I became state master trainer of the subject, biology. Later on I received Excellent Teacher Award by Sri Tirath Raj Pathak, who was at that time collector of our district. This is the CM Bhet Mulakat program, which was organized so many times, and several times I have got the opportunity to take my students in that program. Next. I was selected as one of the 4 best principals of the school, and I was awarded and motivated by district authorities to put forth my exhibition in state level, where I had gone and I have, among the 4 best selected ones, I was the one who was given a chance to exhibit my performance and to speak few words on the same. Next. These are some of the achievements which has been done by me. In the state level Inspire Award program, I have contributed a lot, and many a times I had been nodal officers of the same. I had taken all my district students in the state level Inspire Award program. We came twice. I have come first in state level as well. This is also of Inspire Award. Next. Because of my keen and persistent efforts in the field of education, my department gave me a privilege to be enrolled in career guidance program, for which the whole expenses was put forth by my department. And I am glad to reveal you all, this is the mark sheet of that program, and I scored good first division in the same. And I even incorporated along with in my educational career guidance. And every year I used to give career guidance during my routine classes every weekend to my students, especially to class 12 students, so that they can adapt for a better career. Next. My students have brought a lot of laurels. Some of the examples and setups are here. I had been chief coordinator of several programs being organized in my school. Next. We have met Honorable Collector Ma'am. We were called on by Honorable Collector Ma'am of the place because of our keen and persistent efforts. She is the present collector of our place, Sushri Richa Prakash Chaudhary. She also invited me because of my great efforts. Recently, I have joined in as principal of Swami Atmanand, which is the pilot project of Chhattisgarh state government. Its name is Swami Atmanand. The whole nation must be knowing of this program. Swami Atmanand Government Excellent English Medium Schools are being run over in a whole state of Chhattisgarh. Presently, around 247 schools are operable in Chhattisgarh. On 22nd March 2023, I have sworn in, or I have taken the charge of principal in this school, which is in my district headquarter only. And I am glad to announce here that among the top 40 peoples in class 10 board exams, the first two rankers, first and second position rankers, are from Swami Atmanand school, apart from 8 others who are among the first 40. And among the 38 toppers in class 12 board examination, 5 of them, they belong to our school, that is Swami Atmanand Government Excellent English Medium Schools, Chhattisgarh. Next. Even in my school examinations, home examinations, students have performed well, and every time I have encouraged them, giving them a memento or handmade materials to them. We are also operating Angnama Siksha Karyakram in Chhattisgarh. For that, I again brought about community efforts. I called upon all the mothers of the students studying in our school, and from my side I have given them, donated them books, so that during the summer vacation holidays, the children do not lose the opportunity of being in touch with reading. These are few of the story books which had been donated by my school or me as a principal, so that student remains connected during the summer vacations with the books. These are some of the instances where we have done an excellent job. This is the school performance being done by me. This year I am being the RT nodal in charge. I have done clearance of 830 applications in my school. For promoting smart teacher training, I sent one of my teaching staff to Raipur, which is the state capital, and there she brought a reward by coming first. The NCC cadets, the NCC is operational in my school, and this year 25 of my students appeared in NCC exams. Among those 25, 16 of them have received A certificate and rest of them have scored B certificate. So there is a glimpse of the NCC officer along with the HM of my school and principal myself, and these are the cadets who have received A and B certificate. Next. These are certain occasions of my school again. There is Honorable Chief Minister of our state, Honorable Shri Bhupesh Baghel, taking selfie from my own phone when we were imparting him with the Mathari Dulari picture being painted by my student, and there is a group photo, selfie. Next. I had also been given with Akshay Kumar Pandey Akshay Prabodhak Award. This is all every year given on Environment Day in the memory of late Shri Akshay Kumar Pandey. And you will be astonished or surprised to know that his son is DO. Presently he is DO Ambikapur district, and every year in the fond memory of his father, he organizes an Akshay Award distribution ceremony, which is finalized by Akshay Shikshan Samiti, which is situated in Raigad. This committee, I must give you all a clear outline here. This committee analyzes the participants very well, and these awards are even critical than the state award being received by a teacher. They used to clarify each and everything, and then only they used to provide this award. I am heartily thankful to Akshay Shikshan Samiti for providing me Akshay Prabodhak Award in the year 2016. Next. I have participated in several national level programs for which I have been certified, for which I have been provided with certificates. These are some of the glimpses. Next. Now these are some of the newspaper outputs. This is of present year only, wherein my students have received A and B certificates in the NCC. Next. We used to organize summer camps during summer vacations, and this is one of the glimpses of paper cuttings, wherein we used to teach them maths, Vedic maths, Zumba, mental mathematics, drawing, art and craft, mental maths, quilling art, bone painting, book fair, etc. So that our students are uplifted and are able to perform better in the field of education. More than 300 students were benefited by this summer camp. We also organized this time in our summer camp writing skill, in which we projected towards how to write a poem. A very nice glimpse of that was given by Mr. Dinesh Chaturvedi, again who is the NCC officer of the district. He is not only an NCC officer but also a noble literaturist. He has written several of the books. 3 of his books has published nation-wise, and he only did the workshop of writing poem, and in that he gave a very nice example of how to write about a certain topic. This also was published this time recently in the newspaper. Next. This is one of the farewell ceremonies printout with and he is the person who got retired just now. Next. Please next. Again next. Thanks to all of you. Now some of the achievements I'll like to speak to you all. I had been participating in national level seminar of science model making competitions. National debate and quiz winner I had been. I had trained more than 500 teachers in the field of digital learning, ICT. I had been state master trainer of the subject. I had also written class 12 bio practical book, which is being used now in all the schools in Chhattisgarh. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. We can see that you have achieved a lot. There are so many certificates that you have got. You have worked a lot. And there's a lot of impact of ICT, which you just showed it to us, and so many resources that you used. I have a few questions to ask, so may I?
Please, ma'am.
Okay. So, when you received this ICT award, how was the feeling? Would you credit anyone for this success?
See, to sum up, it was a great occasion of mine to be there. I was brought up in Chandigarh. I remained there with my sister for 13 long years. She took care of mine as my mother. And when I came to know that I am being awarded after presentation of mine, when I was shortlisted by the jury, and I was invited to receive the ICT 2017 award. When she came to know that she was married there from last 20 years, she definitely belonged to an advanced place, but she has never traveled alone. When she came to know that I am getting that award, she came from Chandigarh to Delhi all alone. And that was a very heart-filling or heart-throbbing occasion of mine. She accompanied me while receiving the reward, and I thank to all the people who were connected with me throughout the lifetime, and because of them only I was compelled and forced and motivated and encouraged to do something in my life, and eventually that led me to that platform to receive the award.
Okay, that's a very touching story, and it was amazing that your loved ones were there when you received this award. So if you see the future, do you have any plans, future plans for implementation of ICT?
Recently, I have joined as principal of SAGES number 1 Janki.
Okay.
Herein, we are provided with lot of infrastructures. We had been given an interactive board panel in every classroom. But those interactive board panels presently are being used by my teaching staff just as a digital blackboard. They are not technically so much advanced. So I had planned for them. I had planned to distribute tabs to them. I have already got purchased 30 tabs in my school. I'll be providing those tabs to my teaching staff so that they are, and through that tabs, I'll make them technically advanced. They'll be doing screen sharing in all those interactive boards, and I'm further giving interactive boards skill techniques to them so that they can inculcate those techniques as teaching learning material during their teaching period. I have been trying to implement so many digital platforms. As I told, there are so many open educational resources. For that also, I am preparing my hands nicely so that they all are able to incorporate those teaching skills in their regular classroom periods.
Okay.
So these are my future plans.
Okay, sounds wonderful, sir. I really hope that you will be successful in these plans, and may they see the light of the day very, very soon. Sir, if we talk about the Corona period, we say that it was a dark period, and there were so many struggles that teachers faced during that time, and there was difficulty in reaching out to the students. So you being in Chhattisgarh, how difficult or how easy was that for you to reach out to the students and make all those efforts so that the students' education won't get interrupted?
In the initial period, when I tried to implement ICT in my school education, there were a lot of difficulties and adverse situations were there. There were poor net connectivity. Implementation of ICT was very harsh for me. Using a fund of course, of a different sector to a different sector is indeed a challenging job. I took permission from my DO, but again that was being opposed by my school authorities and management, but somehow I was able to convince them. And when I implemented those all things in my school, they also got very much attracted towards those techniques, and they also came to know about the importance of using digital techniques in the platform of education. They all appreciated me, and later on I felt that it was an easier task to do with. Initially it seemed to be a difficult task, but later on I got a lot of community support to implement all those techniques in my school.
Okay, so when you say that you got a lot of community support, do you mean your colleagues, the other teachers who were there in your school, and whatever you work for ICT, for the students, is it a teamwork or is it all your efforts?
It's a team effort. I can say that obviously the students see there is a vast difference I have seen in the city schools and in the remotely located rural schools. In the city schools, it is a teacher who wants to serve everything to the student, and the students are least interested. Somewhere it may be my personal opinion, but I had been in an international school as HOD biology. I was in Jan International School. There I used to teach with full of my efforts and potential. But even the first benchers, they used to pay least heed towards my teaching. When I moved to government sector, I found that the students are very much eager and conscious towards gaining knowledge. And that was a key factor that led me to reach a platform in national level. Obviously, I am thankful to all those students who were keen, who wanted to learn and paid full attention towards me. Whatever teachings and preachings were given to them by me, they adopted those teachings fully, and it is because of them only I was able to achieve this laurel of gaining National ICT Award.
That's really wonderful, sir. So I would like to ask you that when you started the journey of this ICT, did you ever think that you will be receiving this National ICT Award one day, and was this your aim, or you were yet to achieve your aim?
Yeah, I was not at all convinced, or I was not at all directed at that time that I'll be able to reach that platform. I was not at all moving towards that path, but seeing the good results of my school and whatever things are there, those all can be viewed at one click in a national platform, UDICE. And every government school's results are being projected in UDICE. It's situated there also in NCRT's campus. NUPA used to manage all those things. So that only projected me towards higher achievements, and whatever I was doing consistently as accountability and as a responsibility factor of mine towards my students. And I never aimed that I will be able to reach such an height.
Okay, maybe you never aimed, but you did reach that height, and our entire team would like to congratulate you on that. And there are so many teachers who are aiming for that, and they would like to have the National ICT Awards, and for that they are doing great hard work. But if in case you have anything, any suggestion, any advice, anything that you would like to pass on from your experience to all those teachers who are who will be applying for this award next time, so anything from your end.
See, that gross root or gross ability of the teacher is to inculcate interest among his students towards his own subjects, and to raise the importance of his subjects and implement his subjects in his teaching. So same I will through this platform I want to convey this message to all the teachers, that they should inculcate the digital platforms in such a way that their students are directed in a right path and in a right track towards their subject. And the main motive should be to attract the students towards their own subjects and to keep them learning. The learning pace should not be accelerated, it should rather be accelerated by use of that digital platform.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much, sir. There's any message that you would like to pass on to your children who are watching you here, and to all other viewers who are watching you in this particular program?
ICT has given me a national wide recognition. It has led to me, it has been led to me as an excellent teacher. It has led to me, it has given to me a platform to, it has given me a platform to be the principal of a school. Indeed, your hard work and your efforts lead to such a height that no one can ever, no one other can pacify them. So, my only message to all the students of mine is that whatever digital platforms you are using, use them in a proper and appropriate manner. Use them in a legalized manner. There are so many other platforms available now which can distract you, which can deviate you. So right thing is use of right thing in an appropriate manner. So use all those digital platforms appropriately and in a legalized manner. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. It was a beautiful suggestion, and it was a wonderful interaction with you, and it's a pleasure to have you here. It was the information you gave was really informative, and your journey was special in your own way. Thank you so much, sir, for giving us your time today.
Thank you, ma'am, and indeed my heartfelt thanks to all the NCERT team and all those who were connected with me throughout the lifetime and who gave encouragement to me and are still motivating me to reach a newer height. I definitely assure them all that I will be doing something very much fruitful in the upcoming years, and I'll bring recognition to my whole nation. Thank you all.
Thank you. All the very best to you, sir, for your future plans, and may you bring glory to our country. Thank you. So to all the viewers, thank you so much for being with us today, and you were here on this series of ours, Journey of National ICT Awardee Teacher, and our guest for today was Mr. Chakrapal Tiwari, and he is the principal of Swami Atmanand Government Utkrisht Higher Secondary School number 1, which is in Janjgir, Champa, Chhattisgarh. So it was a very different experience, and his journey was very special. Like I always say, that every journey is so special and different from each other, and we always learn something or the other from every journey, and his journey was definitely special. If any one of you has missed watching this session, and if you have not heard him, then please watch it again on NCERT Official. That is our YouTube channel. You can watch this program anytime you want. All you need is an internet connection. That's all. So we are wrapping up this particular program, but stay here. My next program is another special program, that's Sahayog, Guidance for Mental Well-being of the Children, and the topic that would be discussed will be vocational understanding, developing vocational understanding in adolescence. So for vocational understanding, you have to be here, raise your questions if there are any, and be a part of this program. So please keep on watching eVidya channels. There's a lot that we have to offer, and we're wrapping up this particular program right here, right now. But before we leave, we have an announcement to make, that is regarding NCERT textbooks for this new academic session 2023-24, and the books are available throughout the country for now. So you can buy them directly from the sales counter, which are located in New Delhi, Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Kolkata and Guwahati. From 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. these counters will be open, and you can visit any of the days, be it a weekday, a weekend or even a gazetted holiday. These sales counters will be open. If you want to buy these textbooks through online purpose, then you can do that. ncrtbooks.ncrt.gov.in is the website. You can simply go there, place an order of your textbooks of your choice, and well, they will reach your doorstep within no time, and you don't have to pay any delivery fee at all. If you want to know anything about NCERT textbooks and our authorized vendors, you can visit our website ncrt.nic.in. And also, if you want to download the PDF version, the free version, the watermark version, you can simply go to the website NCERT, Diksha or ePathshala, or even their mobile applications. Just download the textbooks and you can use them according to your own choice. So this is the entire information regarding NCERT textbooks for this new academic session 2023-24. My name is Tanvi Khurana, and this was a wonderful program. I would like to thank you all once again. Please stay here, keep on watching, and have a great day ahead. I'm Tanvi Khurana and I'll take a leave of you. Namaskar.